stuff.
Mm-hmm. A couple magic items.
I hate my life.
You serious?
Now we're down one person right now. I guess he'll just be in the background for today. Simple as that. So yeah, it is up to you. What do you guys want to do? I asked that because you are in control of the ship now. You're not along for the ride.
I guess. Do we make it to the port that we're aiming for?
You are still a day's travel away.
All right. I guess. One of us will pilot the other ship. We'll just do a convoy.
Okay.
Convoy.
All right. So for today, this is today's roles. We can start out with what do you guys want to do today? Is there any activities you want to do on the ship before we
play D&D?
On the ship.
Too meta. Too meta.
Careful. That's copyright now.
Well,
don't make the jokes. You're gonna jinx yourself.
What do you think we're doing now?
Generic tabletop role playing game.
TM. Yeah. Is there anything you guys want to do then?
Where's Kira?
So she is back on the main ship. Did you go with them to go hunting all the other ships that are in the battle?
I remember.
Goodness gracious.
Sorry, it's been a while.
It's been a while, yes.
Yeah. I remember. I think catapult. No. I think I got on your broom or something, and we went over to.
So here's the deal: you do have, given the permission from your edgy friend, you can fly between the ships if you'd like to. She is back on the main ship. She was hiding the whole time because she's still basically an NPC with a level 1 NPC. So yeah, she was hiding the whole time.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And I think we took care of the ships. I remember you flying back and forth and like missing and then jumping off. And,
yeah,
and
there was
others.
Lots of missing.
Lots of fun adventure that we can go back and rewatch if we wanted to. But I think the ships are all back together. I don't see a reason not to continue on with the main objective that we did have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Which is.
So you guys were just sailing to another port.
Right.
Yeah, because we're going to the king's thing, right?
Yeah, so I guess just a quick refresher on all that is you are trying to convince this king to join your cause is a very, very brief description of it.
Right. Because we dealt with...
Right, because this king has got like other... You need to unify his little kingdom thing.
Okay,
and then,
you want to do a history lesson really quick? How you want to do a quick history lesson?
Do you want to roll for it?
If you would like to roll for it, we can actually play through this.
I'll roll for it.
This is going to be good.
And anyone else who'd like to roll for it can roll as well.
Gosh, what's history?
That's not
what
good.
is history? I rolled that low. Oh wow, there's no 11.
11. So you remember very, very, because you are specifically. God, I apologize to everyone watching. It has been a long time, and I'm struggling to remember everything, despite my preparations.
Or that.
So since you're such a wanderer, you don't really know a lot of specifics about a lot of these countries, unfortunately. But you do remember that everyone refers to them as the 7 cities because they're independent states of each other.
Mm-hmm.
However, you do remember something about a eastern campaign against some tribe of someone's. Might have looked a little bit like your barbarian friend a bit, and
right.
They kind of all of the other cities seem to follow the lead of this particular king that you're going to meet, but they still claim independence. Essentially, what you've learned from all of it is a very complicated situation, but technically they are independent.
You, as the DM, are giving us, the players, a complicated political thing to throw ourselves into.
Yep.
Even though within 2 hours of our very first session, a king died. The king died, and we got pinned for it, and we said YOLO and left.
I mean, you guys don't have to go if you don't
No.
want to.
I'm just saying, we are going to butcher this.
Sure. That's the fun of D&D.
That is the fun.
Generic
I
roleplay.
just finished rewatching Game of Thrones, and one thing I've learned: just kill people.
Just kill me.
You know, okay, that discreetly is a bit of a pain.
I say indiscriminately.
Oh, indiscriminately.
Here's the
Even
thing
easier.
for you specifically, Anthony. I won't. Wait, what's your character's name again? I'm sorry.
Y'all.
Y'all. That's right, I was making jokes about it. You don't have to roll because you experienced a lot of this firsthand because that's where you fled from. Your family and your clan were ones that were brutally murdered by this king and his cohorts of the 7 cities as they went and slaughtered all your people 5 years ago.
Inconvenient.
Yes, and if I remember correctly, the king who just sent us to go talk to this other guy
Yes.
explicitly stated he wouldn't mind if we took care of this issue with violence.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
The barbarian.
Barbarian remembers.
Yeah.
Remembers that he's allowed to use violence.
Okay. Anyone else want to try a history roll? If not, we can.
Someone not me.
Someone not you.
I'm content with what we have.
So
Okay.
what I just said is stuff that his character knows.
Right.
So you can share that with them if you would like to.
Do I have any indication you're looking for that sort of information?
Nope.
Oh, then no.
Yeah. So just remember, that's something that he knows specifically.
Sweet. Good enough for me. I say let's go.
Okay.
Where does it go?
So remember, you were originally on a single boat that was captained by someone else who was just giving you a ride.
Right.
And he kind of like, you see him like waving his hands at you, like he wants to say something, but he can't because you can't hear him because you're a bit far away.
I guess I'll drive the boat that way.
You're gonna drive the boat. It's okay. I want you to roll a sleight of hand, please.
I don't think I have like a message spell or anything.
He's not part of the group chat. Oh crap! I need a group chat.
Right, we have group chat.
Group chat.
Okay, so as soon as that spell takes place, you hear
I'm
Morgan's
not-
voice in your
yeah,
head
Morgan,
going,
yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yep. Sorry.
He's
Hello.
saying that you need to take down some of the standards they have because it's a black sail.
Right.
If
We
you
didn't
go
do
within
that.
like any distance close to like any city, you're gonna get attacked by the Navy if you have those sails up.
Racists. Okay. Let's get rid of
No,
them.
that's heresy.
Pirate's not a race, sir.
Pirates is not a race.
So I have my broom, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. I'll broom up and take. It's
Okay.
no, it's not a
bullships?
flag. It's the whole sails,
It's
right?
the whole sail.
Oh, right, it's the whole
Wait,
sh-
hold on. We cannot have a ship without a standard.
Hold on.
What does the standard currently look like?
Do we have
It is
backups?
black sails, so
Just
pirate,
black?
just like no affiliate pirate,
Do we have
So, are there any
backup
symbols
sails?
on it?
just black sails.
Okay,
Do we
I
have
would.
paint?
I was gonna say I would like to search the boat for paint.
Okay, roll an investigation.
Or normal sails.
please. Or specifically paints or anything else. You looking in general
Paints
for something
or
helpful?
other standards.
Okay. Roll then a investigation for me.
I'm gonna need some help. 9. Oh no, 6. Excuse me.
I'll try.
Can I assist? No, that's too late. Never mind.
Too late now.
Hang on.
It's like you're like he went. I'll help, and he's already gone.
17.
Hey,
Okay,
There you go, he's
So, you sort of follow your Njal friend down into the storage area, and he's sort of like not really looking very hard. He's just sort of glancing over everything, and you're like, oh, there's like a sail right here. Like it's a very massive folded up piece of cloth.
You should look over there.
That it?
Oh, good job. Yeah.
Right.
So this one is just a plain white sail. It's basically as neutral as it gets. Like you won't get a you.
We're not accidentally surrendering
You're
or
not
claiming our
surrendering
allegiance
or
to France,
anything like
right?
that. It's just plain neutrality.
Okay.
You get the sense, Richard, especially from this investigation, that they swapped out these sails, to visit ports.
Gotcha.
Do we think there would be... I want to check the other ship for the same thing.
No,
Roll
we
investigation.
fixed the other one.
Do we?
Yeah. I remember rolling low enough that I was like, pirate, if we get attacked, it's fine. I think he fixed it. I think he fixed it.
I fixed what?
Yeah, I think you changed the sails on the other boat.
Yeah, you did change the sails
Yeah.
on the other one.
Okay.
You can still roll an investigation if you'd like for
Sure.
something.
You want to buy extra sails?
Now 20.
So, despite having already
Nice.
looked for loot in this, you're able to find a coin purse hidden off away. Another one, because you remember you found something like a hidden stash last time. You found another hidden stash, 50 gold.
Nice.
You get the feeling that these pirates weren't very trusting of each other.
All right, I give also the person who's here.
They are not on the same ship as you.
I go and give them each 15.
How? You're on a different ship.
Oh.
Yeah, we're kind of split up right now.
Never mind, I
You
keep
can
it.
try and throw it at them if you want.
Don't we technically have like 3 ships on us?
Yeah.
You own 2 of them.
Yeah, we
now.
own 2 of them, and the other one we got here on.
I'll figure it out later then.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You
So
can certainly try to get it to them if you'd like, but
Throw them piece by piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'd like to swap out the sails.
I'll just do a single sleight of hand check. I won't make it anything terribly difficult. I know it should be because you're not technically sailors, but I don't want you stuck in the middle of the sea.
14.
You know, I'm being nice. It takes a while,
Okay.
but you get it eventually.
Right.
Okay, so both you're both sailing white sails. Good to go.
Is the captain next to Morgan happy now?
The ship is already starting to move.
Remember, that ship has our cart on it.
Yes, and has all your possessions on it.
We're following, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not very good affirmation. He doesn't
not-
even say thanks.
Hey, Morgan, we good?
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
He's not very happy. You've taken a good half day longer on this journey than he'd like, but we'll get there. Don't worry about it.
We can give him one of the boats if we want.
No.
We don't need 2 boats.
We'll talk about it when we get there.
Okay.
We'll worry about it later.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are now moving, and you'll probably be staying for the rest of the day, correct? Unless there's something you guys want to do with the ships. Because remember, it is your ship. You can do what you want.
Burn it down.
Nope. Nope. Not
Would you
doing
like
that.
to burn your ship?
Yes, the one I'm standing on. No, I'm good. I'm good. Let's just
Careful
chill.
what you ask for.
That's why I was like, no, I'm actually good. Ignore me.
So, this time I'm not going to do any rolls or anything since you already attacked during this day, and I'm not that cruel of a DM. So, night falls, and it's a clear day the rest of the day, and it's time for you can set up watches if you'd like, or you can go to sleep.
Sure, I can be.
You just
part
go
of
to
the
sleep.
first watch. I'll be part of the first watch.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give me a perception roll, please.
Nap 1.
Oh, you fall asleep almost immediately.
That was a good day of sailing and pirate
you were
fighting.
exhausted from the fight, even if it didn't technically last that long. Like, the fight, you were just out.
Most importantly, did I have good dreams?
High or low?
Frick. Low.
Very pleasant dreams. You dreamt about sailing your brand new ship to places you'd always wanted to go to,
I'm a pirate.
and it was very nostalgic since you grew up on a ship.
What was the song? We Are the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything?
You have that one, or
Or I know which one you're talking about. I almost posted it on the thread about the D&D thing. So, okay. So who wants to take next watch?
I'm boating.
You're boating.
I guess I can boat and watch and boat.
So here's the thing with these boats is you give orders. It's not a concentration thing.
Oh, neat. Yeah, I'll watch.
Okay.
I'm not good at
Roll
watching.
perception and yeah.
Perception.
Oh, enough to kinda.
16.
Okay. You spot a couple other ships that pass by in the night. They don't seem to mind you at all.
do we mind them?
Would you like to mind them if you?
What? Sorry, I'm asleep.
You're asleep. Shut up.
My bad.
So yeah, nothing. An uneventful night. You see some other caravans, or I guess there's any fleets. Excuse me, fleets of ships going off to doing business everywhere.
Just boats doing boat stuff.
Boats doing boat stuff.
Okay.
Boat catapult.
And who wants to do the last watch? You want to do it?
I guess there's only one option.
There's only one option.
I mean, you could just ignore it if you want.
You don't have to take a watch. You can just risk it. Like he essentially just risked it.
What is this country's name?
You are not in the country right now.
Cool. This is international waters. You can do whatever you want.
It basically is.
6.
You last a bit longer than he did, but you still fall asleep because you are also very tired.
Okay.
And you all wake up the next morning still alive.
Hooray!
Yay!
The ships are still there. We didn't sleep, and the ships are gone. And go, ah!
Actually, I want you to roll perception.
Ah.
I was going to get to it, but you reminded me.
That's not a good sign.
16.
Oh.
So you wake up and there's a moment of panic because you don't see the ship you were following. But then you spot it off to the side. You drifted a bit in the night.
I like to correct course.
Okay, you correct course.
The other one does too, I think.
I'll say you follow him. Okay.
What was his name? Morthus.
Morthus.
Okay. So, again, you're going to be arriving at your destination in the afternoon on this day. So, if there's anything else you want to do before you arrive, now is the time.
Okay. Not to derail everything.
No.
How are my crawdads doing?
Right. Okay. So,
Sebastian,
your crawdads
Krusty,
are
Mo.
on a different ship than you.
That's more good.
Okay, that's only an hour. That's actually kind of a pain. I'll just do it again. That's also an hour. Why am I all or nothing? That's been a 20, a 1, a 1, and a 1. Hold on.
How many
3.
times can you roll that in a day?
Like, 8?
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
When
the player goes, I'm gonna roll that again, you immediately get a little bit suspicious.
Understandable. I've been on the other side, yeah.
Okay.
Is he on this ship with them?
He is on your ship, if I remember correctly, unless you decide to go back.
I was on.
Yeah. Okay. So he's still on Richard's ship.
Okay, so he's the one not on the crawdads.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to Morgan. Be like, hey, the crawdads doing all right?
And it was like a long time, just from where you can see, because you're not too far behind. You see her moving across the deck, and you see her pause for a minute. Looks fine.
Sweet.
I've never had these as pets, so
Do you mind feeding them just a little bit of food? It doesn't have to be much.
What did you feed them?
Food. Meat.
Do you see her like in the distance? Just go.
Meat, just any little bit of.
Sure, okay. And she's like sort of stops. You can see her almost doing this. Like, it's not my fault if they die.
I understand.
And so she goes off and she feeds them a little bit of dried meat because she.
That works.
She has no clue what she's doing, but she feeds them.
They eating it?
I think so. Do they just eat normally like normal animals?
Yeah.
Are they carnivores?
I don't know. How about we'll see tonight when we get there?
Okay, thank you, Margaret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not entertained.
I love having a princess of the kingdom
Feeding
feeding my
crawdads.
pets.
Okay, so anything else you guys wanted to do today?
I would. So, I don't know my ship physiology well.
Okay.
The flag or the standard, is that on the mast?
It does not have a standard like that.
Oh, okay. Where's the standard then?
Standard is the sails in this case. It's just a plain neutral.
Oh, okay.
Since they're not flying for any like actual like entity, they've really not bothered like putting up an actual standard. So
Do I see anywhere where I could like fly?
hello.
Hello.
Oh, you want to make your
flag.
that's what you're getting at. Okay, so yeah, there's a couple places, and there's definitely a place specifically for that if you'd like to make something.
You can stick around if you like.
Sort
I don't
of.
know, I need to take off.
Okay,
Prefer to not drive in the dark.
what are you trying to do? Explain to me your plan then.
So I have had this entire campaign a set of, let me find it, traveler's clothes that I've been trying to think of a use for.
Okay.
I finally have a use for them.
Okay.
I would like to fly the pants.
Just the pants, straight put pants on.
Yes, just the pants.
Sure. Yeah. What do you think you roll for?
Does that signify something that I'm missing?
Just because I want to and I can.
No, you don't have to roll.
Understandable.
Anything, you just do it.
Understandable.
I just
It's
do
our
it.
flag.
You're right. You can do it.
You hear from Morgan is like, Why are the pants flying on the ship?
Laundry day.
It airs them out faster.
Okay, sure. I guess I should have asked
There we go.
Okay.
I have finally found my.
Finally found a use for your extra clothes since you're a barbarian who doesn't wear clothes that much.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Richard, do you have anything you want to do today?
Not crash the ship.
Okay.
I appreciate
I
that.
would have been very impressed if you crashed the ship since you're in the middle of the open ocean.
You could just say, aim down.
Try. I mean, there are 2 other boats.
One second. Hold on.
Are we gonna get a physics lesson?
No, I want you to roll a.
That's not good.
Not Constitution. What's a good thing to roll for this?
Is this
Willpower?
Hold on, is there such a thing?
Is there such a thing as willpower? I don't have my sheet on me. I left it at home, unfortunately.
I'm not.
I'm trying to find a good thing. How about intelligence? Just roll a straight intelligence.
That's gonna be mediocre. 2.
So you hear him say this. I'm assuming he said this. So you're just sort of like talking over the group chat about driving the ship, and you suddenly have a thought about what happens if I tell the ship to go straight down.
Good thing I'm not in charge, but
No, you're connected. Oh, you're not connected to one of the ships. Dang it! I thought you were. Never mind. You just dodged a huge hole.
I think it's
Sorry.
me and Morthus driving.
No, it's Garrett's character is driving.
Yeah, Morthus.
Oh, Morthus. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So never mind. I was gonna. The role was to see if you could control your thoughts enough not to think that towards the ship, essentially, and you.
oh wow! Good thing the ship can't hear me.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Good to know that I'm
We
not
can
in
make
charge.
a submarine dive.
All right.
I'm done.
You're done. You're not gonna say okay.
I'm good.
All right. So you guys spend the rest of the day. I need someone to roll a d20 for me.
You want to higher or low?
Nope, just roll d20.
14.
I want you to roll a d12, please.
It's fun making us roll our own fates.
10.
All right, so sky gets overcast about 11 in the morning and starts getting a little bit foggy. But after a couple hours, it burns away again into a clear sky. It was just a chance patch of clouds, essentially.
Were we able to keep an eye on each other while?
So you guys were able to get through just fine. I didn't lose any time on your voyage. So the rest of the day passes without incident. And around 5 or 6 in the afternoon, just as the sun's starting to set, you start to see land in the distance.
Land ho.
As we're approaching, this is time for give you one last chance to do anything you want before you step foot in the city. Just to keep it open.
International waters, right?
You are not in international waters now. You are in this kingdom, in the kingdom of Bizan.
All right, national waters.
National water. And just as a reference, you do see a lot more ships now, and not just merchant ships and that type of thing. You see military ships, like several different fleets going about doing whatever. You don't really know, but they very clearly are flying a standard of this, and it's like a sorry, what would I have for it? I forgot. It was like it was a cross. Yeah, it's a very simple cross.
Gotcha. Is there also like pleasure crafts and fishing crafts and all that around?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a very busy city, very busy waters. So you
Very
are
nice.
now back in essentially you could say civilized waters, if you would like to put it that way.
Very nice.
Pleasure craft.
Yachts, unless he meant something else by that.
I meant yachts.
Okay.
I've never heard that term before, so
I mean,
This-
you do it for fun, no business, no.
This time period's equivalent of pleasure crafts, yes, they are out and about.
Rich people boats.
Rich people boats.
Going out sailing just because.
All right. So I need everyone to roll perception for me as you're pulling into the docks. Nope. like I said, I only have 2 people.
17.
17
Perception?
Well,
perception.
15.
15.
I got the highest. That's not good.
Oh no, you're good. It wasn't a hard one. You do notice everyone notices 2 things, that there does seem to be sort of an escort coming in to guide you into the port of military ships. And there seems to be a gathering waiting for you on the port itself. As in soldiers.
Us?
You assume so. You can make that assumption because this wasn't a secret journey like the last one was. They knew you were coming. And there seem to be gathering, just waiting. So
Very
you
nice.
guys are heading in. Unfortunately, when you arrive, there's only 1 spot open for a ship because they weren't expecting 3 ships. So, as you're waiting, a small boat comes out to you and you, since you're both on different either ship, and they essentially ask for a docking fee of 100 gold.
Do I sell you the boat?
No, the boat's worth more than 100 gold, sir.
I want more than 100 gold for it.
This guy is just basic. He's not even really the dock master. He's essentially like a message boy. And he's like, I just want the fee, and then I'll take you to a berth. It's just, yeah.
A berth?
It's what you...
Like, does that interest me? Is that a thing? Do I know this woman?
This guy's not talking to you. He's talking to him. You're on a different ship.
Do you know this woman?
100 gold. Hey, Jade.
Yeah.
Can I borrow 100 gold?
Just send him my way. I'll give him.
Okay, I'll direct him. Your money's on that boat over there.
So he goes on over to you. It's like, there's a docking fee of 50 gold each ship. So 100 gold for two berths.
2 berths.
I hand him 20 platinum. No, that it matters.
You just hand him 20 platinum. Okay. He's like, all right, this way, and he starts like, sort of like not like a tugboat, but more like a guide ship takes you off.
Hold action to kill this man if he betrays us.
You just gave him double the ass. He's not betraying us. We might hire him.
And he takes you over, and there's 2 berths waiting for you. Do you not know what a berth is?
No, I know the miracle of birth.
It's a ship berth. It's the term used. It's a term for like a.
I'm gonna Google it. I'm not gonna like what I see.
BERTH, berth.
We can put a boat in the water.
Birth with an E. Images with an E.
Oh gosh.
Oh, boat's going in the water.
Okay. Not as bad as I was anticipating.
Your character grew up on ships, for God's sakes.
I didn't. I'm not my character. My character probably knows.
You're not role playing good enough.
I'm not role playing well
You
tonight.
weren't kicked out of the campaign. Get out.
Whoa.
I know it's your house, but
I live here.
You get to leave now. Okay. So you guys are on, and there's a dock master waiting for you, and he takes the fees, and he essentially signs off like this, like not quite a waiver. It's almost like similar to like a visa. You know, saying you have it says 5 days. And from then on, it's a fee staying longer.
Gotcha.
That type of thing.
Basically, they're gonna take care of the boat for 5 days.
Yep.
Okay.
You're in port now. So you guys have your visas. I'm going to call them visas because I don't know what else to call them. It's essentially what it is. And you guys are free to return to the main ship, which is docked. And there is a large crowd of people being kept back by soldiers. And it doesn't seem to be like a protest or anything like that. It seems curiosity. Like, what's happening? Who is this person showing up?
I hand you a visa.
Ooh, gift card.
If you come back and give it to the dock master, you get a free boat.
Don't lose it.
Don't lose this.
Okay, so yeah, but there is a line of soldiers, and they're not letting you through because it's just a defensive line to keep people back. So
I would like to approach the line of soldiers.
you're going to approach the line of soldiers. They kind of, especially because it's you, and you are very obviously from the east, they are almost like drawing weapons on you immediately.
Can I walk with him? Alright.
Go ahead.
Can I join?
Yeah, you may. And they're not really looking at you at all. They're looking at him. It's like, what's your business here?
They asked me that?
Yeah. And he's got like hands on swords. Like,
Yeah. I pat his shoulder and be like,
what are you right now?
human.
So you pat his shoulder.
Yeah.
You might have to stand on your tippy toes.
Yeah.
That's fine. Be like, hi, we good?
We're good if you state your business.
How close are they letting me get before they ask?
You're still a couple feet away.
Okay, so like here distance?
Like he was just like ready to fight it.
Okay. I can just probably look over him and into the crowd, right?
So there's not a crowd behind him. You're in the crowd right now. And, it's not like I said, it's not like a protest. It's like curious people kind of going, so what's happening, you know? So it's not really like
I thought the curious people were looking at us.
No, they're looking at the ship that just came in.
Okay.
Like who that person might be.
Okay.
I tell you mentally, please don't kill him. Like, let's not cause any trouble here.
And you hear like, who are you killing? From
Mental.
No.
Oh.
on the line
Oh.
from more.
No,
Who
no
are
one,
you killing?
No one.
No
Where are
one.
you guys?
Specifically,
Yeah.
no
Where
one.
are you?
There is, so is the main ship in front of us? Past
It's
this
they
line?
have a good like it's like a line, like a semicircle around it to keep people back.
You might hand me the dice thing. All my dice suck today.
I was about to say, what are you doing that you need your dice for?
I've rolled this D8 like 7 times and it's
So-
never got above 3.
I'll give you a quick picture, so just because I think
You
I don't
didn't
think
need
I'm-
this
I'm
last night.
not describing this very well to you.
No, I get it now.
Okay, yeah.
I just thought they were staring at us.
Oh no, sorry.
and-
They're
okay.
staring at Morgan's ship, the ship that you originally were on, because
And they're still on that ship, right?
they have not come off yet.
Okay.
There's no resistance or anything. They're not like keeping them on the ship or anything. You get the sense it's an escort, is what it is.
I just put it there.
But they're not letting you through the line.
Better than leaving it blank.
I'm sorry. When the barbarian is like looking longingly at a dice, you get very concerned.
My friends are on that ship.
Why don't you roll persuasion with
Right.
disadvantage?
Can I help? I don't know how I would help, but
You're not honorable.
I'm with him.
Are you?
Yeah. He joined in.
Am I getting help?
Be like, get your friends. Yeah, no, we the 3 vessels that just came in.
I'll say you can help him, and it'll be a straight roll.
Okay.
Because you do not look threatening right now, and you're not like you're not him.
Yes.
And I'll also know you don't know why they're so almost violent towards him right now. 'Cause he
Yeah.
hasn't told you anything about this.
Oh, yeah,
yet,
no.
So
We just assume he's a
Oh, that's the best roll all night. 17.
So he sees you, like he narrows his eyes at you, and he sees his eyes kind of flick towards those 2 other boats, that came in, and he's like, hold on, and they send like a runner onto the ship, and it takes a few minutes or moments, and they come back, and he's like, yeah, it's them, and they let you through, and you're following as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the 3 of you you're inside this line of soldiers, and
Can he stay on the ships and just watch over them, I guess?
sure we can say that, yeah.
Okay.
Morgan's come off the boat and there's someone else like driving like the cart, they've gotten someone like, this is a chauffeur, this is all one elaborate escort.
Yeah.
And she approaches, he's like, well, it looks like we're going directly to the king, so we don't have much of a choice is what I'm saying. We're going now,
Cool.
whether we like it or not.
In that case, Morthus can probably just be on the cart.
I'll say just leave him
Leave
behind.
him on the boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Leave
you
him
don't
on the
have-
cart?
Garrett.
He's
Morthus.
His
His real name.
real name.
You're right.
He'll just leave him behind on the ship, so he'll watch over them, I guess.
Okay.
Just for now. So you guys are being escorted through the city. Now I know that you guys like to cause issues, so if you would like to do something, feel free to say so. But right now you are marching into the port
Did
side
you just
gates.
give us permission to cause problems?
I'm saying is
Did you give us an opportunity?
feel free to interrupt me as I narrate your journey to the palace if you'd like.
I'm going to wear a top hat.
Okay, which one? I guess which one are you wearing?
What's a good color for what's royalty?
Red.
In this area, well, you can roll a history check if you'd like to actually know what royal colors would be in this part of the world.
History. 10.
You see a lot of people wearing purple.
All right, purple it is.
A lot of rich people. A lot of those rich people who always bothered your family in their ship.
Correct answer for him.
All right, purple it is.
Purple it is. Okay, so you are in the city now, and it is a sprawling metropolis, and you are almost immediately just overwhelmed by the amount of people here, and it's all like market stalls, the whole road, this massive road that goes, you could put like 12 of your carts side by side, and it would fit inside, and there's just people everywhere, and all sorts of colors and smells, and it's another massive city, essentially. And right now you can see like houses in the distance, but right now it's more of just sort of this almost a public square that just extends into the center of the city.
I hand you guys each a top hat.
I'm already wearing a helmet.
It falls off.
Fine. Yours is blue, by the way. Or has a blue ribbon specifically.
Oh. And see, the funny thing about this is they're not entirely out of place. Well, I guess the style is a bit out of place, yes, but the colors are not. It's very colorful here, but the style is completely different. You're in a different part of the world, and all of your styles of clothing are dramatically out of like different.
Are we like behind the times or ahead of the times?
Or at different times.
Different times.
Gotcha.
Different styles. Okay, so you keep on. There's at least a dozen soldiers escorting you, and these guys are wearing like full plate. Like these are not like guards. These are like soldiers, and they carry things like axes.
Is their armor shinier than mine? Mine's brand new. Hasn't really been into a big fight yet.
Some of them, yes. Some of them you can tell definitely have been in fights.
Do you have the president or whatever the one that
I don't need it.
As we're walking through town, I would like to be very acutely aware of anybody that's giving me any looks.
Are we walking or in that cart?
You are walking right now.
Okay.
They did bring a palanquin for Morgan, but you guys have to walk.
Understandable.
I can
13.
broom if I want.
A lot of people
hover.
are giving you
Hover.
here. Not just soldiers, but citizens as well.
Just give it back.
I glare at them back.
So a couple of them almost take it as a challenge, but they're not going to do anything about it. Obviously, a couple of them like jump and like run away. It depends. There's different. You get various reactions from this, but whispers.
I just want a picture of my character.
Basically, anyone who
the helmet.
sees you is giving you. There's some sort of very dramatic response.
Isn't this fun?
I rolled a 2 instead of a 1, so I'm just going to act civilly for now.
So
Big old grumpy pants. What's up?
I hate these people.
Well, it seems to be mutual. What happened? Did you go to a brothel around here or something?
They wish.
Eh.
No, there may have been some raiding and pillaging that I may have participated in these parts.
Did you get anything good?
Oh. It was very good.
Okay.
Until it very wasn't.
So you lost that at the end of it?
I lost everything. And that's how I ended up on your end of the world.
man, what a backstory!
Gotcha. Well, I hope you find some of it while we're here.
Some of what?
What you lost.
Jade the therapist.
I become very visibly flustered at this.
Okay. And actually, as you guys are talking, you hear Morgan's voice. It's like, should we have left you on the ship? Are you okay to be here?
Woman, I am fine.
Let me rephrase that. Are you going to kill anyone?
I might. And I purposely look for her, but I communicated
Wait,
telepathically.
did you have any drugs to calm?
I have
recommend
sleeping.
not killing anyone if you can stand it.
I have subtle stomach meds.
Will you be able to control yourself in the presence of the king?
I give that response telepathically, and that is all I give. Maniacal laughter.
Should we leave you outside?
No, I would love to see the king.
I can give him some watered down sleep meds.
Wouldn't that just put him to sleep, though?
I don't know, drowsy?
That'd
Would
do it.
drowsy help? I don't know.
I'll be fine.
So that tone says you won't be.
Do we have any runners of ourselves that we can while we're
Runners?
walking? Like, do we have access to someone who can run and get something for us while we're walking there?
So you are in a parade of soldiers.
Ooh, you said we're walking through a marketplace.
Yeah, there's a
Could we spot, like, sleeping potions, like a potion vendor?
very specific.
Or a
Sure,
medicine,
roll
or a
perception.
medicine store or
Perception
something.
for something like that.
We just need some anti-anxiety meds or something. Some downers.
So
I rolled so many 15s tonight. 16.
yep, there's a place or two that you spot just from looking around that might sell something like that.
Cool. I'll wander over there.
Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just gonna walk?
I'm just wandering.
Just wandering.
Like as we're walking, I'm just kind of veering off a little bit.
So you get a few glances from your escort, but none of them stop you. But you also get the sense that they're not gonna wait for you.
That's
either.
fair. I'll be quick.
Okay.
Just walk over to the merchant. Like, hey, sleeping potions.
So this human one is kind of like, oh, right to the point, awesome.
Or like calming.
Calm-
If I need someone
calm-
to mellow out.
calming.
Okay.
So she pulls out like a quick vial and says, just calming. That's what it's called.
Cool.
Calming.
How much?
30 gold.
Done.
Okay.
Back in line.
Okay. You hear just like, thank you.
Yep.
What?
Okay.
Hey. For when we see the king, for the betterment of the kingdom, please. It'll make you feel good.
It's cherry flavored.
I don't know if it's cherry flavored.
I do like cherry.
Would you like to roll deception?
I don't know if I'm lying or not.
Roll deception. Why don't you roll insight for me?
Wow. 25.
Wow.
10.
Yeah. Cherry flavored.
I like cherry flavored things.
Before we go see the king, like
Okay.
when we're at the palace.
So
we
at
see the
this
palace.
point, I'll say you can see like these massive like cathedrals, like very wide with domes and that sort of thing. And you're heading that direction. You're probably you say about halfway there. So it's up to you when you want to drink this, I guess.
I'm waiting till I'm.
You're gonna wait until you're there.
Over
Okay.
there.
Okay. So in that case, you finish your escort. The escort finishes your walk, and you're at this enormous building, and it's big old like 12-foot double doors. You know, soldiers on either side, and you're escorted in, and you go up a massive stairway, and you're in.
Go ahead and take it now.
Are you going to take it?
I pop it.
Okay, so essentially what this is, it's essentially like the spell calming motion. Is this essentially what is just in potion form. So you are
Does it taste like cherry?
high or low?
Low.
It does not. It tastes like blueberry.
How quickly does it take effect?
Instantaneously. It's like this. It's basically like the spell. So it's instantaneous.
I have no idea how long it lasts.
What sort of calming effect does this have?
So It immediately like it's hard to describe.
So is it like a natural calm, or is
Yes.
it like
It's like a
just
natural-
hit a bong?
It's like
and
you're naturally just calm.
okay.
You're in a good
You're
mood.
not on drugs. Is
Okay.
what you're not on like some sort of inhibitor.
Doesn't taste like cherry.
Huh. I thought I did. My bad. What did it taste like?
She's like
Tastes like blueberry.
she's
Okay.
her life flashed before her eyes. Okay, so as you're on this conversation, you rise to the top of the stairwell, and there's a very long room, and there's people in fancy dress all on either side, and you instantly know this. You're in like some sort of court of some sort. At the very end, there is a older man who is sitting on a throne, and as you approach, you're stopped probably about 50 feet away, and immediately Morgan does sort of a bow, and what you guys are doing?
Guess I'll do what Morgan does.
Yeah.
You know, calming doesn't mean submissive or acquiescent.
Not
So
necessarily, no.
I'm gonna say I'm not bowing, but I'm not like sneering or
Okay,
anything.
okay.
I'm just standing there.
Interesting. And you? What are
I'm
you
doing what Morgan
You're
and everyone
doing,
else
so
doing.
you guys all. Okay. So just for I'm gonna go with you since this is probably most relevant to you. You don't really recognize the man himself. He's got like raven hair, and he's not old, but he's older, and he's in to your great I don't know, happiness. He's wearing purple, so you did choose well.
Good.
And he's got like a the scepter, and he's got a crown and all. He's looks very expensive, but it's the person standing next to him that draws your eye. You recognize that person, even in your mellowed out state. She looks a lot like your sister.
He looks like his sister?
No, the person next to the king. She looks like his sister. A few years older, but very much looks like her. And she's armed and appears to be standing beside him as if she were a guard.
Like 2 arms?
I'm taking note of this, but obviously my ability to rage has been quelled. So I have no reaction.
And you
other than
see,
just
like,
noting.
she sees you, and immediately she gives you like a look that you've known her, as long as you've known her, that says, "Don't screw anything up."
I say nothing,
You say nothing. Okay.
but I don't bow.
You don't bow. Okay. And immediately you hear like the king like laughs like immediately, and because he's looking at you.
Do we need to bring her on in the group chat? Because we can.
I haven't told you who
He hasn't
she
told
is.
you anything yet.
No, but it's just
you
like,
guys, you can see that she looks similar to him. Like she has a similar style of dress. Like she wears it's like a barbarian outfit, essentially very minimal because it's all on our.
Are we confused to see a barbarian up there? Because I
you know
feel like
what?
that'd be out of place.
It is out of place, yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Let's just let it ride.
Okay, so you
Group-
guys,
wait,
you go.
group chat. Is that another barbarian? Do barbarians know each other like that?
Yeah, you could say that.
Do you guys have like a group meeting or something?
That may or may not be family.
Oh.
And she's like giving you the stare, like, "Don't screw this up at all."
Oh, like yours?
Yes, my sister.
It's even better. You can see Morgan like doing like the side eye because she doesn't know this yet. But as soon as she says, she's just like waiting for you to explode.
Do you do you want me to include her on this?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So as this is happening, you hear like the king straight up just sort of laughs because he's looking at you, and he looks to Morgan and he's like, "I see you have your own pet as well."
Rude.
It is a good thing you have that potion.
Murder would have happened.
Murder would have happened. Yeah. And Morgan's like very obviously flustered, and she's like, "My traveling companions are who I like to be around." You can tell that she's not really she's very well spoken normally, but she's very taken off guard at this, at you being described as a pet, and you can tell that she just wants to get this over with as well. It's like,
I've been here for 20 seconds.
you already know why I'm here. Can you help us or not? Will you fulfill the promise you made 5 years ago? And the king isn't really paying attention to her at all. He's looking at you because you guys definitely stand out. And his eyes linger on you as well for a moment. And you can see like there's like he's thinking about something. It's not like he doesn't seem upset or anything, but his sort of smile sort of fades for a moment. And then he looks at you, and you look at a human right now. So there's no racism for him to.
I'll assume I intimidated him. I don't care.
There's no racism that he can lean on in this one.
And
he sort of after like looking
you can change that.
I can.
Looking over all of you, he sort of relaxes a bit. And he's like, I could. How do I know this isn't some sort of trap? I'm gonna pull my people away just in time for more savages to come in from the east.
We don't have that kind of power.
It's a really good thing.
And Morgan seems to be thinking of a response, and he goes, "How about I'll make you a deal. You help me secure my borders, and I will put all my resources into helping you. There have been several new encampments of savages that seem to be encroaching on my lands in the recent years. If you get rid of them, I'll join your cause."
I would like to look at Morgan, and my eye just twitches a little.
And she doesn't seem happy at all with this at all. And he
Morgan, this is a good plan, bad plan.
Very bad plan. Very bad. Got it. He doesn't also seem to be interested in seeing her response, and he's immediately just like, "You can stay in the palace tonight if you wish. I'll have Nora will show you where to go. Come back to me in the morning once you've thought about it, what you want to do." And immediately your sister sort of comes forward and sort of gestures, and it's very obvious the king just wants you out of here. He doesn't want you here. And he gestures you to follow her.
Follow.
You follow. Okay. So you all follow out, and there is you. I want everyone to roll perception for me. As they go to
17.
15.
19.
So there wasn't any soldiers directly next to the king except for your sister. However, that from your perception rolls, there are a couple very well armored individuals in this room, and they seem to be even a cut above those who escorted you here. They seem to be some sort of elite guard, and they are wearing like very heavy armor, at least full plate, and they are well armed. And one of them even appears to have a spell book.
That's scarier.
Yeah,
So,
that's scary.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Rowe.
And so you guys,
Go pickpocket this bubble. Cool.
That sounds like a bad plan to do unless we want to fight right now.
It's fair. Plan for later.
so she takes you back down like the big staircase, and she doesn't take you out the front door. The front door is closed now, and there are soldiers in front of the front door. She takes you off to the side, and she's walking fast, and she seems to be checking her sides, and she starts taking a different path through the camp. You don't know where you're going, essentially, but you're just following her. And go for about a good 5 minutes, and you're just following. And then suddenly she stops, and you're in like it looks like an abandoned like hallway. There's no one else around. And she looks at you. Does anyone have any sort of way of detecting magically eavesdroppers?
I have detect magic.
Use it.
Okay.
You take a look around, and you don't see any sources of magic.
Good sound for a spellway.
He just farted is all. It wasn't part of the spell.
Wait, did you tell me use the spell and tell me I didn't find anything?
Yeah. No, the Nora, the your escort.
Oh, okay.
said, use the spell
okay.
to see if there's. I don't
Okay, no,
do
we good.
voices very
We good.
well, Richard.
We good.
And so she nods and she looks at you and she hands you something and is like, "You can't stay in the castle. If you stay in the castle, you won't be able to leave again. I don't know if he'll even let you live. I'm going to let you out a side door where your card is. You need to leave the grounds of the castle now."
Like me specifically, or
All of you, but she's talking to you.
Insight
Okay.
check.
Roll insight check.
That's a nat 20. All or nothing dice.
Oh, she seems to be on the edge of panic despite her strong exterior, and she seems to be 100% telling the truth as she knows it.
You gonna come with us?
I can't leave this. I can't leave the king's side unless he tells me to. You have to leave now.
Why?
She pats the note that she's given you.
Okay.
And said, "Go there. All your questions will be answered. Now we need to go now before he starts to wonder where I am." And so she starts going again.
How do you want the little group thing?
yeah.
It's a 1 mile radius, so yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I can drop him.
He was out of range anyway.
Yeah, and you just do that. So now you can talk to her as long as we're within a mile of her.
Group chat.
Yeah.
That's how I would just like to announce this.
She's got, unlike you, she's got an enormous axe, and she's immediately like hand on axe, like looking around, glares at you, and then keeps walking because just sets them in her mind. She's very determined to take you this way.
But you already knew that.
That's more, I guess.
You do.
This is a secure channel.
You catch a hint of like a small snort when you say that.
What's your name?
You know my name.
I don't.
Eisenhower or whatever. No, not Eisenhower.
What?
Heisenberg. Heisenberg. It's Heisenberg.
Metagaming. Stop. I'm Nora. That's all she says. She keeps on going. And
What will we find at this place?
I don't trust any form of communication in this building. That's all she says. And she goes out, and you're suddenly outside. There's like a side door, and your cart is there. And you see you're in this kind of like the stables, and your cart was. It looks like it was about to be like the horses unhooked. Did you make the horses go away?
Nope.
Okay, the horses.
Well, no. Yeah, I did not summon another horse for it.
Oh.
So it's probably their horses that they were doing.
Okay.
So
yeah,
they
they hitched up a horse, and also they hitched up a horse to it, and they were about to like take the horse off because you were only in the flooring for like a minute or two.
Yeah.
Like it was very quick. And they're about, but it's still hooked up and ready to go, and she's just go. It's just is motion you.
Let's go.
Okay. Thanks.
Right, so you're leaving then?
Yep.
I guess.
Okay.
Can I read the note?
If you'd like to right now. So we'll hold on to that for just a second. So the rest of you just getting on. Who's driving?
I think you're the animal handling person. I can't.
Okay,
I can't
yeah.
command this horse.
Okay, so I hand the note to someone to read, and I will animal handle.
Okay.
How long does the potion last?
It's only been like 5 minutes, so you're good.
Like, is it a...
It's an hour.
Okay. Okay, cool. We got 55 minutes.
We need to
for
find
this.
a secluded place for him to rage as soon as it goes away.
I was actually going to ask about that. So, will
woods nearby?
my emotions just come back? Like, are they just getting bottled up and stored, and then they just come back in all big one rush, or like?
I think it's like it's not like it's just sort of mellowed out. However, it won't stop you from returning to a state of rage after it's gone.
After
Based
an hour,
on-
you do what you...
like you're not like straining against it to break free. You're just things are good.
Okay, so it's not
Either
like
way, you're still gonna be really pissed.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
please roll a natural one.
Shit. Almost 6.
So since this is not one of his horses, it takes a second to get going. So you're kind of like and it just goes like, who are you? What do you want? And then it sort of gets the message and starts going, but it's not going very fast. You're still inside like the palace complex. You need to get out of.
That's okay. We'll get out when we get out.
Is there like a language barrier in this between him and the horses? Like, is there a different language in this place? And
no,
like,
not like that, but more like he isn't. So for his cultural thing, essentially, when you work with animals, it's like it's more of a personal relationship. It's like you just met a stranger and you're trying to direct a stranger to do something type of thing.
Yeah.
And the stranger is very pessimistic about things, whatever.
I wasn't sure if you like, the horses prefer their orders in German or something. Like.
Do you really want an angry barbarian yelling in German? So I will allow you to do one more animal handling check if you wish.
Can't be much worse.
Don't say that.
Almost 9.
Several stressful minutes pass.
Not for me.
And you finally exit out of. So it appears that the stables have their own sort of almost a little road that exits out of the side and then goes back into the city. So it takes a couple stressful minutes for everyone except for him, and you're back out in the city, and you slowly get overtaken by the overwhelming chatter of people and smells and all that fun stuff of cities, and you're back out in the city again.
I say we sell our boats while they're still our boats.
This feels like a hostile environment. I feel like that's a good plan.
So are we going back?
I say yeah.
Okay. From what I've seen in this area, do I get the idea that they might not like someone flying a broom in the air?
More or less than any random crowd of people.
I'm gonna say roll perception for this, as opposed to a history check.
3.
Do you wonder this aloud?
Sure, yeah. I guess I'll include my inner monologue in the group chat.
So for you take a glance around, you're like, seems fine. Since he shared his inner monologue in the group chat, if anyone would like to interject, they can.
I would suggest you don't.
Specifically, you have memories of lots of archers, lots of projectile weapons, and specifically some sort of non-magical flamethrower device that was particularly devastating in fights. You guys don't know this. This is just him recollecting past experiences.
We're trying to keep a low profile, kind of, right?
Okay. So we're at the safe house, right?
No. You just got out of the palace complex. You're just in the city.
Okay, so
safe house.
Oh.
The destination.
You haven't read the note yet.
All right.
Yes, would you please read the note?
I guess I'll read the note.
So it's only a few lines, and it's very, very, very poor handwriting. In fact, you're relatively shocked that she even knows how to write in general. And it says, I had stuff it was gonna say. It said, shoot, I'm very bad DM.
You're good. So, do you guys think we should go to the boat so we can sell the two before they get seized as king's property or something like that?
Yeah.
Sounds like
I was thinking of brooming over there, just zipping over the real fast, selling it, and zipping back.
Yeah, that's fair. I could do that. We need some place for you to rage in about 50 minutes or so, or 40 minutes.
Probably shouldn't use the broom though.
Gotcha.
Unless you would like to be shot out of the sky.
I've good AC, but I don't know if that good.
So the note, it says princess, because it appears that this was originally supposed to be for Morgan, because she obviously didn't know you were coming. And it says, go to the garden of the gods, beside the statue of life. Tell the man who meets you there that Medea will save us all. You want to write that down?
I'll give the note to Morgan, as it's obviously meant for her.
So she reads it, and she's kind of like, Medea is one of his daughters.
If we get there and it's not an overweight sassy black woman, I could be pissed.
What? Okay.
So Medea is one of the king's daughters. Don't know why we would say that, but
Are you writing this down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, reread it again.
so essentially, go to the Garden of the Gods, next to the Statue of Life. Tell the man that meets you there, Medea will save us all.
Is this a Stargate reference?
No.
Okay.
Do we know where the heck that might be in this town?
She's looking at it. She's like, I've heard of the Garden of the Gods. It's essentially one big. It's a park essentially, but it's dedicated to all the gods. So there's different. So the Statue of Life. That's one of the. It's dedication to one of the gods. So
Right.
we can figure out where it is. It shouldn't be hard to find.
Do you remember if this town has curfews?
So you did not live here at all. So you do not know.
Sweet.
I don't know.
You avoided this place on purpose.
Do I know Garden of the Gods or any of this stuff mentioned in the note?
Unfortunately not.
Do I know anything about Medea?
No.
Okay.
Is there any shops nearby? Or
So you are
taverns?
like sort of off to the side in like a residential area that goes up against the. So there's like the palace complex has like a wall, a defensive wall. So you just went through like the gates, and there's just houses all around. So no.
I was just looking for someone to ask. I say we head to the doctors. We know where that is.
Doctors?
Docks. Sorry, to birth.
To
Or
birth.
The birthing
To the
place.
birth.
A birth or the birth, not birth. But you got to say it in a specific way. Never mind. It doesn't work in a sentence that way.
Birth.
They should have picked chosen their language better.
It's English, okay? I'm sorry. It's just weird in general.
Common.
It's common.
Mhm.
Common. For being called common, it's really, really irritating.
Is it? How far away are we from the birthing place?
A couple miles. Oh, this is a big place.
How? I guess. What's the traffic like? How long would it take to get
So
there?
you are in like I guess in a residential place, so there's not really a lot of traffic. The fastest way is to go back, essentially return through, because you went through like the main thoroughfare through the city. Because it goes from all the gates sort of converge on this thoroughfare to go up into the temple and palace complex. So you could very easily find your way back to that and then retrace your steps. It's not. It won't.
Okay.
It would be something terribly difficult.
Is it safe to do that, or should we be on the main road? One
Actually,
way to
Morgan
find
has,
out.
She has no idea.
Well, Morgan heard.
Yeah. So she assumes that they might send someone looking for you, but she doesn't know to what degree. It's like she doesn't know if you would be attacked on sight, or they would simply try and very politely try and guide you back to the main palace. She doesn't know. She does recommend being a little bit cautious, just in general, but she doesn't know to the degree of what response this will get. You're having a grand old time. Everything is just fine.
I've never felt more at peace.
Mm-hmm. So,
I'd say it's worth just getting rid of the ships so that we're home free.
All right, let's do that then.
Wait, Morgan, what's the exit strategy?
what? Well, right now, originally we were supposed to take the same ship back. That was the deal with that captain. But now I have no idea now.
Morgan, what's the average market value of a ship?
I don't know. If I lived in a church.
We could let the captain go if we don't know if he's
Wait.
trustworthy. Sell one boat and just keep one boat
So
as ours.
we could, yeah. That might be for the best, if I'm being honest. Because like I said, I have no idea what trouble we're in.
Okay.
I didn't expect him to be open to it, but I didn't expect. I guess I should have expected that.
How hardcore do we want to hide? Because we can sell one ship and then basically give the boat to a crowd of people, have them ship off, and then make the king think we're on that boat while we hide in town.
Crowd of people. What do you explain? This is Morgan talking. You explain what do you mean, crowd of people?
Sorry, like we give the boat to a crew, with a distinct thing of saying, hey, when you leave, just head straight out of town so that the king thinks that was us. Like, how hardcore are we hiding? How much in danger do we think? Are we going to a deep hiding protocol?
She's
Or just a little cautious?
Morgan seems completely caught off guard by all this, and she's I don't know. It might be best to be as cautious as possible.
Okay.
Alright.
So we need to cut some baggage. So let's tell the captain that we don't need a service order. He can go head off and do his thing. We can sell one of the boats and then keep the other one, the one that Morthus is on, for ourselves as an extra strategy.
That's right. Morthus is just chilling on the boat. He has no idea what's
Yeah.
going on.
Which is probably for the best.
If at any point we need to find a crime den, I'm pretty good at finding those.
Just out of the game, I'm a little bit disappointed that Garrett wasn't here for this because
As long as he's here.
Yeah.
that's one of the things. As long as he was here, but no, the Garrett was here. I really wanted to try and get the king to get him to try and tell a lie.
Ah.
He didn't.
I see.
So, but no, it's okay. We'll live. But okay. So back to what we're doing.
Okay. Let's make our way back to the docks.
Okay. So do you want to be stealthy? Because we can sort of. You have a cart, so it's going to be.
I don't know how to stealth with a cart.
Yeah. What I'll say is you can take it slowly. A stealth would be as in taking it very slowly, being very aware of your surroundings. And if you see, say, like a group of soldiers, you might take a different route around. So
that'd probably be good.
It would be a stealth roll would essentially be a mixture of being open-eyed and finding different routes around. Possible points of contact.
Can I do that and let him drive still? Just like I'm the eyes and ears.
Yeah, sure. So, actually, no, this will be a group one. Sorry.
Oh!
This will be a group check. So I need you to roll us. We'll soon do stealth, I guess, for this.
Oh.
I know.
I don't actually have a 0 in that. That's surprising.
Hey!
Or negative.
That was a
Oh. It doesn't matter. I rolled so terribly anyways.
Okay,
that was
4.
a bad roll.
Around
17.
17.
4.
10.
10.
Wait.
I have disadvantage.
Wait a minute. I have advantage to these things, right?
I don't know.
Right, I do. Hold on. Right, that's much better. Right. Sorry, I'm 27.
Okay.
He's not used to being a rogue.
So you guys essentially do what I just described, where you get back to like where you recognize this main path. You can see where it takes to the docks, but you take it really slowly, and you're trying to act as nondescript, and you see certain like groups of soldiers who they're out on patrol maybe, but you don't want to take the risk, so you go around, and it takes a lot longer to get anywhere. So by the time you get to the docks, the sun has set. It is dark now. So you are at the docks.
Mm-hmm.
And the ship, they brought your ship in to the nearest berth to the gate itself. So it is the ship you came on is directly ahead of you. And unfortunately,
Keep going. I just realized we don't.
You don't get you're looking at the side of my head, I think.
Yep.
Sorry to anyone who gets to see me very animatedly talk from the side.
Yeah, I was like, we were just staring at the side of your head the entire time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the ship is being guarded by a dozen soldiers. They haven't seen you because of how you approached. You saw them, you stopped, and you didn't get any closer. So what do you want to do?
That's fair.
Has an hour passed?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So
does it all come back? Or...
Oh, it doesn't all come back, but you still remember everything that happened. So that will still affect your current mood.
Would you normally be mad after an hour knowing all that stuff?
I would have just started raging the moment he called me a pet.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm ready to kill something.
All right. Yes,
should
I
have bought
understand.
more of those potions.
Is the potion store still open?
You can go back and look if you wish. It's not.
Yes,
that far away.
please go back and look.
I'm gonna go back and look.
When did you get so sarcastic?
I'm gonna go back and look.
I want to be one. Okay, so he goes back. So the three of you.
Yeah.
Technically, and Kira's with you. She's just kept silent this whole time. She doesn't really want to talk much.
Hey, keep it on cool for Kira's sake.
You're right. She's still not trained up quite yet.
And she's like, "We're not training now, are we?"
No. Nothing like the actual thing to train.
No, that is a good point. There
She-
is nothing
she
like
moved-
the actual
She
thing.
moves,
No,
she
no,
moves
no.
from like a side seat to like hiding it like in the middle of the car. Okay, so you guys are here. There's technically 4 of you, the 2 NPCs and you 2, and ahead of you there's a group of soldiers. They're guarding the ship, but you don't know to what extent. But they are present. There's a dozen of them. They are present, and there are still people about. It's still early enough in the evening or the night that it's still relatively busy here. Everyone's shutting down for the night, but it's still busy.
Okay.
So
Can I locate maybe someone to sell a ship to?
someone to sell the ship to.
Well, yeah. Okay, I just want to locate them. Like, is there people walking around with money bags or something like that?
So
You see someone with a $sign for
I want
ship.
you to just roll a perception. We'll see if that helps at all.
No. So one.
So here's the problem: is not only do you not spot anyone who looks like they might want to buy a ship, you don't know who exactly you would sell a ship
That's
to.
fair. I'm gonna go to the captain.
You're gonna approach the captain.
Yeah,
Okay,
or
so-
the captain of the ship that we were supposed to come here.
Okay, yeah. So you're just gonna approach the guards then that are
Yeah.
guarding it.
Like, hey, I have these are for the yeah.
Okay. So you approach, and of course you get stopped, and state your business.
I have business with the captain of that ship.
So again, they send someone back, and after a moment, they let you through.
Okay. Go talk to the captain.
And he is there, and he sort of surprised to see you so soon. And what's
Okay.
wrong?
Here's the situation.
Uh-huh.
We don't think this is a safe place for us to be in, and we don't want to bring you into this. So we decided you can go back to your business. You can leave. You're free. We have 2 ships. We're gonna keep one of them, as that's our exit out of here when we're done, and we're gonna try to sell the other one. Do you want it, or do you have someone
I
that?
do not need another ship right now. I can't.
Okay.
I'm not moving enough products to.
Do you know where I could offload it?
Try shipbuilders.
Shipbuilders.
Mm-hmm. They'll at least buy it for scrap.
Okay.
For future reference, if you're ever trying to tell someone they want to keep them out of something, a nasty business, don't come to them in person. Send a message.
I don't have the ability to do that.
Hire someone to run a message to me, please.
But that's the most secure way of me telling you how to do the thing. But noted.
It's best that you leave now. If you're that worried, please leave.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No, we're good. We're good.
I'm
You see,
leaving tomorrow.
everything's good now. It just might not be that good later.
That doesn't make it better. Please leave.
Okay. Now that I know what I'm looking for, can I find shipbuilders?
Okay, so you would have to go down for a walk. So I'll let you. In this case, since you were helped by an NPC, I'll say you have an advantage on perception check again.
Do I find a magic?
Oh yes, right. Sorry. So since you already went to it, you do find it pretty quickly. It is closed.
Okay. I come back.
Who am I with currently?
You are with him and the 2 NPCs.
I'm with him?
Well, you didn't follow him. You're at the cart. You're in like a group together. He went to talk to the
You're
captain.
imagine
Right.
you're on the cart. He went off a little bit over there to do the boat, and I went over
Yeah.
here to find a shop.
So I'm with Morgan and Kira.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great. I'd like to wave at the guards.
Okay.
I come back.
You're not back yet. They did not even notice you because they rolled that on you. So yeah, nothing happened. They didn't even
I'll
recognize.
just be like,
Mm.
I'll get you.
Okay.
Right now.
So you're just gonna return them. So you come back, and the cart's still there, and Richard's just coming back from his little talk, and he's sitting there. He's looking. He's plotting something. So what'd you roll?
Oh, that was 16.
Okay, so he wants to go and look for a place to sell his ship, or does everyone go with him?
Sure.
Because that role is you sort of going off and looking.
Unless we just want it also in the cart, and while you go out and
Well,
hide
while
the
I go
cart.
off on my own little adventure, split the party.
If you think that's better, otherwise we'll come with.
I mean, I'm not great at perception.
Okay, let's just all go with then.
Okay, so you all go as a group then, and you see, there's at least six different like businesses that are, and they're like building ships like at the docks type of thing, and they all look like military ships. They're all closed because it is night.
Gotcha.
In that case, let's go to the
Okay. Garden of Life.
Garden of the Gods.
Garden of the Gods, Statue of Life.
Yes, that one. I say let's do that, and we can come back in the morning for all this business.
So, how are you going to get there since you don't know where this place is?
Where's the nearest tavern?
You can go look if you wish.
And this is very dangerous.
Do you have a better idea?
We could ask. I'm persuasive. I want to go up to the guards at the dock. I'm assuming they know shit. I'm like, hello. I'm looking for the Garden of the Gods. Do you know in the direction, General?
He nods. Yeah. He must not be from around here.
Nope.
He points back down the thoroughfare. So go to the center of the city and turn directly to your right. It will be on the right.
Cool. Thank you.
Very easy to find.
Wanna toss him a gold piece?
He seems very, very happy that he talked to you. And he pockets it, and you hear like grumbles from the other guards.
Okay, I'll return to the cart and say, okay.
So because you asked for directions, you do not have to roll for this.
Actually, whose horse are we currently using?
You stole one from the stables.
Nice. I'd like to replace that with one that I can actually control.
Okay, so
What are we doing with this horse?
Exactly.
So you're just gonna unfasten the horse from.
I don't exactly want to just let it loose.
I mean, it'll find its way home.
Just let it loose and slap it on the butt.
Okay, so you unfasten it and you give it a slap. Roll an animal handling.
Oh boy!
Is it a well-placed slap?
We're about to find out.
A slap in the right spot?
Nope. 3.
What's your AC?
20.
So instead of it does run off, but only after kicking you square in the chest.
Okay.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage,
Ooh.
and it knocks you prone.
Oh, except that.
Did you have fun molesting the horse?
I wouldn't call it that.
You just excuse me.
Okay, and I'll guess I'll
Summon your.
I'll spawn cast summon steed.
Okay, and poof, horse appears, and it's just sort of hanging out.
Hey,
It's good to exist.
how you doing?
Good to exist.
Good. Well,
Can't
welcome
complain.
to existence.
Thank you.
I have a
You see,
cart.
there's a couple of people like walking by. It's still relatively busy. Most people are like, what? They've seen weird things, but it just sort of happened in front of them.
I have a cart for you.
And so he immediately just gets in position because he's a very okay. And he's like, where are we going?
Down the thoroughfare, a ways to the center of the city, and there's a
Starts
thing on the
going
right.
Oh, he's not running, no. It'd be very bad for your cart and anyone in it. Okay. So he's just gonna go. There's gonna be no rules since you've got directions. So
He's fairly
if
intelligent.
anyone wants to do anything between now and then,
So the potion shop was closed. We can go there tomorrow. Please don't kill anyone that doesn't try to kill you first until then. I appreciate it.
I make no promises.
That's fair. Do you want a sleeping potion, Bruce?
No.
Okay. Well, I tried my best.
Okay, so as you're talking, you arrive and you take that sharp right. It's another pretty wide street, and almost immediately you can see there's a massive. It's not even really a garden. It's almost like a forest inside the city.
Like Central Park.
Yeah, it's like Central Park. Yeah, kind of like a Central Park type of thing. And you get there, and it is like, I don't know. I've been to Central Park once a long time ago, so I don't know if it's like this, but it's like a single road that goes right through the center and out the other side, and then there's like little trails that will go off in all their different directions. And one thing you immediately notice is there's a lot of statues and monuments in this place, and all of them are dedicated to different gods.
Sweet. We're gonna find. Was it Meredith?
No. We need a man.
We're
Named
finding
Meredith.
the Statue of Life.
Nope. We need a man standing next to the Statue of Life. And we tell him Medea will save his soul.
Medea.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so
Let's go.
which way are you going? Because just from where
Let's
you are
follow
right now,
the cleric. She knows gods.
I know what they look like. This is a big park, though. I don't know which way to go.
Right. So start walking. I don't know.
Ooh,
Does anyone else a better idea?
Wait, I have an idea. I want. Oh, what's the thing I have? I'm not used to being a paladin. I have a thing.
You have a thing.
Thing. Divine sense.
Divine sense.
Divine sense. I'm looking for consecrated ground.
So what's the range on that?
60 feet.
Yes, you're in consecrated ground. There's a couple. The statue nearest to you is very consecrated because it is a very sacred site.
Does it look like something that could be called the Statue of Life?
So
Do these have labels?
They are labels. Yes, it is not the Statue of Life.
Okay.
Sweet.
Do I find other slightly shiny stuff?
So I'll say this: you feel like in different directions along the paths you can see there are sort of echoes of consecrated ground.
Actually, I think it might be easier. Can I look for a man?
Is this park empty?
I'll say it's not empty right now. There's people sort of just going out for an evening stroll type of thing. You can roll to look for a man.
I want to look for
Standing
someone
next to a statue.
a man standing next to a statue, but he's not.
So
strolling,
just to put this in perspective, is you can't see all these statues. They are off the walks away.
Know what I'm looking for.
Into like a forest or something.
That's fine.
So the only statue you can see right now is not the one you're looking for.
Ah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I guess we'll just continue walking.
Okay.
Maybe like pay more attention to the shiny things. And
a lot of these pathways are not wide enough for a horse and for a horse you can put a horse in it, but not a cart.
Split the party.
Split the party. So you can try and take it down the path. It will require animal handling check even with your steed because it is technically rough terrain for something like this.
Okay.
On foot, not so much, but just for like a cart. It's like trying to take a if you're taking a horse-drawn cart through a woodland trail for hiking.
I see. The problem is not the horse. Problem is the horse drawing the cart.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No,
So
we can keep the cart on the main road and we can walk.
So what you see is there's a road. You're on the main road, and there are 3 pathways going in different directions. This side, and then 3 on this side.
I'll go down one of them. The first one on the right.
First one on the right. Okay. Is everyone following him?
Please don't follow me.
Why not?
Let's split the party.
Can I trust you to be by yourself?
Oh, that's fair.
Maybe.
Alright, I'll join you. We're gonna go down the second one.
Okay. Morgan's, I guess I'll go down the third one, and Kira is very quickly leaps out of the cart and is like, "I'm going with you. I don't want to be alone."
I have a psychic link with the horse. I'm like, hey,
Don't get checked.
what? You're on your own. Just
What should I do if someone else approaches me?
let me know.
Let you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone just passed by. What should I do?
Ignore him.
Okay. Okay, we'll go to you. You follow down the path, and it's a good half-mile path.
Damn.
And there's little creeks and little very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Serene.
Serene, yes.
Quaint.
Quaint, yeah, sure, something like that. It's a very, I forget what the word is, but it's a nice little like walk. And you're in the dark, and it's scenic, sure. And there's like torches lighting the way, and some magic lighting the way as well. And you get to the end, and there is a statue dedicated to the god of war.
Oh, darn
Does he have a name?
No, because I don't want to look it up right now.
The first name that came to mind was Thanos, and that's not right.
Mine was Kratos.
Yeah,
However-
Kratos makes more sense.
However, there is like a path that runs perpendicular to the one you took, and just from looking about how everything like is laid out, this should give you a tour of all of the statues.
Okay.
Follow it. So.
Am I still within group chat range?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be. Yeah, it's not. This park is large, but
Okay.
you still within a mile
See.
of each other.
I found statues of the God of War. It's pretty cool. I guess we'll go with perpendicular track.
Which one's your god?
I specifically don't have one
But
because
it's-
fuck him.
Garrett's the one who has the, he's the god of misery, and it's not actually a recognized god in this pantheon.
Well, if we see something close to misery, we'll.
In fact, it might actually be illegal to worship this god in this city.
And yet, there's the one of war. You think that would be?
You know where you are?
No,
These people.
I rarely do.
You're this is the group chat we hear from Morgan. These people love to fight.
Yes.
They love to fight people like you, but
The one thing they have.
And I love to fight them.
fair enough.
They all
Like,
they have something.
I'm
in common.
shocked that the god of war is not the patron god of this city. If I'm being honest,
Which one's the patron god of the city?
the god of life is everyone is
Well, you can't have war without life.
true, unless you're a necromancer.
That's true.
I can make do.
You can make do.
I've got a fair bit of necromancy things.
Yeah.
What do we find down our path?
So you come to another statue, and this one is a god of commerce and craftsman. So not what you're looking for.
I
Maybe tell that to Garrett and he might choose a different god.
Hold on.
He's very crafty.
hold on. I throw a. Is there like a?
Okay, so with each of these monuments, there's like it's like a Greek statue style, like monument. So this one, it's a man at an anvil working metal, and there's offerings all around of gold vases full of things.
I flick in a gold piece. It's not my god, but if there's any god that will make me rich, it's this one.
And since you made an offering, you have advantage on speak checks in bartering for a 24 hours.
I'm gonna sell a ship in the morning.
Okay, so did you tell them where you were going?
Continuing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you also see this path, and so you can choose to go follow either way if you like, or go back the way you went.
I say everyone go left. So
Everyone go
we
left.
are all in the group.
Richard,
and
which
we
way
won't-
did you go?
North.
Hang on. You went right.
All right, everyone. I say let's go right, so we all follow together. We don't end up like all over the place.
And you hear as soon as you say this here, I found it on the
Where?
other line because Morgan went the third path.
Oh, okay. Let's
I
go.
found it. Come the other direction.
All right, left.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go the other way.
It only takes it's a good almost a mile walk at this point, especially for you, Richard, because you are the furthest away. And you all arrive at it looks like a statue of a goddess who is wearing a dress of flowers, and it's very, very vibrantly painted. And there is no one around.
You scare him off, huh?
There's no one here.
Yeah, because he's scaring him off.
I don't scare people off.
I know.
It's him. I mean, it's true.
I think it's intentional. I think you complimented him. Right? No. Whatever. Anyways, now what?
Did the message say at a time? Give us a time, or it just says that you'll move for a okay? Well, I guess we're gonna wait unless you have something else you want to do.
Are we sure this is the one of life?
I'm sure this is the goddess that my order is dedicated to, and there's no other goddess of life, at least not in this pantheon. Maybe if you go to a different part of the world, maybe, but not here.
How do you give an offering to life? Do I have to like bleed here or something?
Please don't.
Ooh, what if you have to create life? Right here.
Birth.
Sorry. I'm not actually saying that. Continue.
Gold will suffice if you want to make an offering. So your I guess what you considered a boon essentially from the God of Craftsmen is replaced.
Boo.
Yay, Skyrim logic.
Well, I'm not gonna make them stack.
Dude, do you want to do it instead?
Dude, I'm not there. I'm walking.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, you two you already put a gold down, and essentially now you have advantage on survival checks for 24 hours.
This is bullcrap. I pick up the coin I put in the other spot.
Ooh, you walk all the way back. Sure, if you want.
Would I pass the God of War on the way back?
You would pass him again.
Cool. Can I?
Yeah. No. Okay. So you get a boon. Essentially, once in a 24-hour period, you can turn any roll that hits into a critical hit once.
Oh, that's nice. Actually, you know what?
In 24 hours. If you don't use it in 24 hours, it goes away.
We got time to burn, right?
You're going to go to all of them.
So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do a stealth check. I'm going to go over to one with the same coin, put it down, pick it up, and then like just to see what the status markers are, and then end on the market one.
You picked up the coin that you offered.
To life, yeah.
Okay, and you're going to go where?
Left. I'm going to just keep going left and make a loop around the entire
Okay,
park.
so you go back, and you go back, and you're back at the Craftsman God.
Is there only 3 gods here?
There's 3 gods on this side of the
Oh.
So there's like
6.
Okay.
Okay, I want to go. Well, I'm going to go to the other 3 then, and then do 1,
Okay.
2, 3, and then do the war god.
So the first one you come across is the god of music.
Boo.
We are a band.
We are a band. I'm alright, perfect, thanks. But I'm going to put the coin in to see what the status effect says. Pop.
Nothing happens.
Fine, I get a new coin.
Again, nothing happens.
Gosh, dang artists
So
and their
right now,
perpetual poorness.
just so you know, you also have a boon now because you took back an offering to a god. You cannot get another boon from a god for 24 hours. you essentially stole from the gods because when you offered the coin, you gave an offering. It was a gift, and then you took it back.
Fine.
So,
I'm gonna go back.
And on top of that, you used the same coin that you stole back.
Yes.
Disrespectful.
Fine, whatever. I gotta.
What do you expect? These are like actual gods. Jesus.
They're watching
Is he
you
one of
be a
them?
dumbass.
Who?
Jesus? Is he the god of suffering? I don't know.
Let's not get canceled, please.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna grab all my coins back, and I'm gonna sit back in Statue of Life and be like, "Hey guys, hold on. There's one. There. Let's see. You did war. I did that. That. 1, 2. Hey, Kira, have some gold coins. Go bless the gods, would you?
She's like, oh, and I was like, bless, sure.
Well, walk down there and bless.
Yeah, don't send her off on her
And
own.
she was like, can someone come with me, please?
Big friendly giant?
Okay.
No one's gonna keep her safe like him.
That's fair.
Okay. So what are you doing then?
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay, you're just gonna wait. So she goes off, and you're just gonna follow her. She's gonna pick a random direction, which you have a specific way you want to go.
I'm leading the way.
Oh, you're leading the way. Okay, so which way are you going?
Just down the path.
Which one? There's the path that leads back to the main road, or
You
the
want-
path
you want a
that takes a
whiteboard?
loop around all the
The
gods?
path that takes a loop
Okay.
around.
So which way are you going then? Right or left?
Do you
Right.
want a whiteboard? He asked.
It's okay. So you end up going all the way to the other side and then back at the god of music. And so she goes and puts a coin down. He said to go to do give offerings to all of them. So we want to keep going. He gave me 6 gold.
Sure. Do you feel inspired in any way?
Oh yeah. She
I give her a guitar.
it's a performance. thing, so
Nice.
she has advantage on performance checks for 24 hours.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Nice.
I don't know how to play guitar, but I will try if you really want me to.
Why not?
Can we get back to the group before we do this, though?
Yes.
It's dark and it's a forest, and I don't want to be, removed from the entire party for that long. So she keeps on going. You can follow her. So she gives offering to the other ones, and she ends up back at the.
What were the other two? No, we haven't.
Oh, so
Not
if you can know this since you go. One is god of the sea, and one god of the sky.
Huh?
So
I announced this to chat. As I'm
Yeah.
going along.
So for the sea, she gets a bonus to essentially anything having to do with navigating the ocean, and then for 24 hours, and then the sky is essentially you get it's a perception thing. You get an advantage on perception. But she goes to each and every one of them, ends back at the Statue of Life.
Data, don't give gold to this one.
And she's got like the last gold, and she's like, "Can I keep it?"
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then, actually, can everyone roll perception for me?
9.
I think 11.
3.
So yeah, no one notices anything. So yeah. continue on.
Sweet.
Okay. I want to do something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an exercise. I want to expand upon my background a little bit.
Sure.
So I didn't say. So I'm a paladin,
Mm-hmm.
and I had trained for a couple years as a paladin,
Mm-hmm.
and then a tragic backstory happened,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided to break that oath.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put down what god I was doing because I didn't know any.
Okay, so you were the same church as Morgan.
Okay. Okay.
So life.
Yeah. So I have forsaken this god.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And that's a strange thing that you don't really feel any resentment at all or anything like that, just being in this consecrated ground either. So it's a bit weird. You almost expected there to be wrath, but there really isn't.
Okay. What is
Try stealing some of their gold. They'll take personal offense.
what is the name of the god?
I don't remember it. No, I don't want to look it up. I'll send it to you later. I'm sorry. It's been a long time. And
You're
I
good.
don't want to look up. I have an Excel document somewhere buried deep in my Google Drive, and I need to pull it up.
Hey, you want to go fight something? Go take all the money from the god of war.
That
Statue.
sounds stupid. Even for me.
Okay, fine. Do it to the god of music.
How about I go up to one of the guards and take all their gold?
They fight back though.
So do these.
Right. Well, isn't the point of getting into a fight like it being a challenge though? Like, what's the point? You're essentially just drop kicking a rat or something. It's not going to fight back. You're just hurting something.
You don't drop kick rats?
Well, I mean, yes, but like,
Kind of dark for you, Jade.
I thought the whole point was it would be a challenge. That's what he's saying. Is something that might be fun to fight is what he's going for, not like,
He's not here for my turn game.
yeah.
No, I meant just to piss off the god of war.
Let's not
It's a
let's not think about pissing off any of the gods, just as a rule.
You put him here. What else would we do? Okay, you know what? Let's
Pay
just
them
wait.
money.
Let's just wait.
Okay, so it is about, say, pushing about 10 o'clock now at night. Do you guys just want to wait then?
Sure.
Okay, so everyone, you're gonna wait. And
Can I tell the horse? Are we like far away from the horse now?
half a mile maybe.
And this is not on like the main road or something?
Well, there's a main road through he's on the main road going through the park, but it's not like a major road or anything.
Okay. Say, hey, horse, how you doing over there?
Good.
Hey, garden stuff?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
People pass by. I forgot to tell you.
Okay, that's fine. We're just sitting here waiting for a dude to come here, so keep chilling.
Someone passed by.
Thank you. What do you look like?
I don't know. You
Okay,
didn't tell me to look what you said.
that's fair. That was my bad.
Okay, so you're just gonna wait then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. A couple hours pass, and around midnight, everyone roll a perception check for me. Daniel wants.
Yes!
21.
Natural 20.
Hey!
12.
Plus 4.
Natural 24.
You two spot someone sort of lurking, not on the path, like in like the brush and the trees in between the paths. And you
I
take
stealth and go
closer.
behind them. No, I have advantage, right?
Okay, so first we're gonna roll for stealth.
Okay, 27.
27.
Why can't I remember I have advantage?
Okay, so the figure that you saw does not appear to have seen you,
Sweet.
and he's like in like heavy cover, like a bush, and he was like looking at the group, and you sort of like essentially dashed off the side while he was distracted a second, and you're in the forest now. So what do you want to go behind him?
I remember, yeah.
I'm gonna have to make you do another stealth check if you're gonna go all the way around and try and be stealthy and try and get behind him.
Okay. 28.
Does not seem to notice you.
Never do.
Okay, so you're approaching this guy. He's sort of like he seems to be in the midst of trying to decide what to do next. Like he's trying to make a decision. He seems to be distracted. He's still hiding. He's still watching you guys, and you see him as well. So you can intervene in any type of.
Should I tap him on the shoulder?
That might scare him off.
Should I whisper at him? I don't know. What?
That might even be worse. Just,
Including
I'm sure he will approach.
I am
us.
the goddess of life. I'm very upset with you.
I can include him in. Here, I'll take away your sister. Hold on.
You were way at a range for her, anyways.
Yeah, I'll take away the sister and connect to him.
Wait, tell him Medea will save us all.
Fine. Medea will save us all.
Medea.
Medea will
I guess
save us all.
technically it's pronounced Medea, but whatever.
Medea.
You see him visibly jump, and he sort of he does like a spin around to see, and do you want to try and stay hidden?
Yeah.
Okay. Do the stealth roll works, I guess, for that. And
I did not do so great. 18.
he sees you this time, and he's like, he immediately pulls out like a short sword, and he's like, "Who are you?
I thought.
Where did you learn that passphrase?"
Nora? Is that her name? Nora.
Jesus Christ.
That's not one of them.
Someday some NPC's gonna just impale himself and die.
He's like, I refuse to be a part of this.
How did Nora tell you that she lives in the palace?
Yeah, with a pen and paper. You got a note.
Can I see the note?
Morgan has it.
You see the woman next to the Statue of Life, like the tall one in armor. She has it. I just came over because I noticed you were over here and was curious what the heck you were doing.
I was curious about the whole group of people doing it at my drop point. We were doing it at my drop point in the middle of the night.
Well, we were waiting at the drop point for a drop. For a guy standing next to the statue.
So he okay, so I want you to do persuasion.
Only had that above.
22.
And he seems still
I'm not bartering.
seems still pretty hesitant, but he puts away his sword. And he approaches the rest of your group, and he immediately sees you, but it's a very different reaction than what it used to. He seems to, it's almost like an understanding, like, I get it now. He's like, can I see the note?
Morgan.
And she hands it to him. He's like, who's texting at the table?
I'm being text.
Break up with your girlfriend. Okay. We're playing D&D.
She might be watching this, by the way.
Oh, really? Sorry, I didn't mean it. You seem like a very nice I'm sorry.
Please. The damage is done.
The damage is done. So she's looking. He looks it over and says, "Oh, it's definitely her handwriting." It's okay. You weren't followed, were you?
No?
No. I mean, there was a horse.
Was that her?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you.
I think she's just sending memes right
Okay. You didn't check to see if you were followed?
We've been here for a while.
Still. Okay. He seems very.
Can I do a quick divine sense?
Sure, you can. Yeah.
So consecrated, desecrated. Look for evil or good.
So you're in consecrated ground. You're next to the statue and all that. There is no evil around.
Okay.
You don't get any sense of that. I don't know if you can hear the buzzing on the microphone, but his phone's been
You
going
could
off
put your phone on
for like several
airplane
minutes
mode or
straight.
something.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I'm
turn the
I'm
vibrate
calling
down
you
on
out
your
because
phone?
I'm just.
I don't know how to turn the vibrator.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, his phone is very. I can hear his phone
Here, it's on
upstairs
mute.
when I'm downstairs. It is aggressive.
I will not apologize for how awesome my phone is.
I wouldn't call it that.
Anyways,
There, it's on quiet. now.
the guy here, he's like looking everywhere because he very obviously took every precaution coming here, and you guys didn't check to see if you were being followed. So
No, you don't understand. We have someone keeping watch of the entrance to make sure we weren't followed.
actually, if that's the case, then I'm very impressed because I didn't see anyone at the entrance. Okay,
Did you see a cart with a horse?
I did see a car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's ours. The horse is a sleeper agent.
He's our inside horse.
He sort of, it takes him a second, he sort of laughs like he thinks it's a joke, and he's
Nope.
like, okay, let's go. So, this time, watch where you're going. If you see anything suspicious, say something, and we'll deal with it. We will not be going anywhere unless we know we're not being followed. Okay, let's go.
I tried to get him some calming meds, but the store was closed.
You gotta...
And you didn't go rogue and steal something?
No, that's illegal.
Great, a rogue with a compass.
Okay, so he goes back and he's going. He's not even taking the path. He's going straight to the trees, and he is going to take it stealthy. Okay, so everyone roll stealth check if you wish. He wants you to be stealthy, but you cannot be stealthy if you wish not to be.
27.
Okay,
I'll give it an honest try.
yeah, let's try.
Oh,
That was honest.
19.
So I had disadvantage, so I rolled a 2. Dan, I rolled a 1.
You got one. So what'd you get?
27.
And you got 19. So the two NPCs rolled pretty good. He rolled really well. So you guys are stealthing great. And about halfway to the cart, you hear like a very loud crack, and then Destiel just plummets to the ground. You hear just like the ground shakes because you're just like he gets back up. And he starts stealthing. And so here's the funny part is when you fell, you stood up. It feels like you're alone because everyone else is stealthing so well. Like everyone else got above the DC.
Nice.
So, but you kind of generally follow like where we were going and all that. But yeah, so
good.
Yeah, I'm good.
so you get to the edge of the tree, like a tree line, and then there's like some like grass and then like the road where your cart is, and the guy stops. He's like, I don't know how we're gonna stealth with a cart. Can we leave it somewhere? Come back and get it later?
Yeah, does this place work?
No. Despite the consecrated ground, there's a lot of thieves that come around this area. There's generally
Where could we park it?
horse is going to be a problem though.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. You're not going to just kill the horse, are you?
No, that's monstrous. Why would we do that?
What else are you going to do?
It's a magic horse. I can despawn
Okay,
him. It's not killing, just despawn.
It's just unaliving him.
We'll have to put it into we'll take it to like a random inn and have them take care of it like you're going to stay there, but then we'll come back for it later. Does that work?
Sure.
Okay. So
a mental to the horse. Hey, could you pilot the cart and just kind of turn around and go out the way you came?
Sure. And you see him just goes in. He goes like, wait, no, that's I don't know. I didn't tell him where we're going yet.
Where are we going?
I just said a tavern. I haven't told you where to go yet.
It's okay. We were in here a ways. Where would you like? I just want to go to the entrance. Where do you want to go?
Oh, okay. Just wait for us. We can get in. We'll take this first part in the cart. It's okay. It's just that the second part, getting to the safe house, is going to be a problem.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll tell the horse to stop. Like, okay, do you want to jump into the cart?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go.
So you all pile into the cart, and it's a bit packed. And he's like thinking, okay, so follow these instructions. So he's just going to relay you instructions. You don't have to roll anything. And so you start going through the city, and you get to like a tavern. It's like, it's not exactly like what's the term? Like, it's not run down, but it's a very middle of the line.
It's economy class.
Very, very generic.
Gotcha.
Like, it doesn't stand out in any way. It's like, oh, he goes, okay, so we'll go talk to the innkeeper. Be right back.
Okay.
Do you guys have any gold I can use to pay for it?
Yeah, how much is it?
I don't know.
I have 20.
That's good. Okay, that's fine. So
I want change.
he sort of turns around and is like, whatever, and he goes inside and he takes a few minutes and comes back out. It's like, okay, we got a spot. So it just really quickly, they just move the cart around into the back. And
cool.
Yeah.
And then I'll say the rest. Thanks for your service.
See you next time.
Well,
Bye.
bye. And you hear like, bye. Yeah, he's gone. And the guy's like,
He's good.
Is that technically killing a horse because he doesn't exist anymore?
No, it's unaliving.
I don't want to debate this right now. Let's go.
It's
Do you have change?
I ethically source my magic horses.
The change went towards no questions asked. Okay. So.
Could have gotten a better deal somewhere.
We're going to the safe house. We have to be stealthy. Keep your eyes out. If you see anything out of the ordinary at all, say something. We can't be followed.
I am not stealthy. What if I were to... I have a flying broom. What if I were to follow you in the sky? It's nighttime. I'm wearing black armor.
He gives it a thought. He's like, honestly, it'd probably be just as obvious as you trying to stealth.
Fair.
So, whatever you feel like.
Okay, I'll just walk.
Okay. This way. So we're going to do 3 stealth checks. Start the first one. First stealth check.
Hey!
It is a
4.
group stealth check, so it's not a huge deal if you do really bad, as long as the group does okay.
You want the first one?
Yeah, so we're just doing 1 right now. The first one right now.
30.
30. Jesus Christ. 4.
12.
12. Okay, so he immediately sort of goes off to the side into like an alley, and you're sneaking through in between houses and whatnot, and a couple times he stops, and you hear like voices of like a group of people walking by, and they don't seem to notice you, so he keeps on going. And he keeps on going, and then he stops, and he says, okay, so there's going to be at least 2 patrols. It's not the end of the world if they see this. We'll just have to make sure they're not following us.
Before we go any further, are you like wanted for something?
No, I'm not wanted for anything.
You just might have to.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
we'll explain it when we get there. How about
Okay.
that? Okay, second stealth check.
21.
10.
That's always a net 20. 17.
Okay, so you keep on going, and there's another like winding path through, and again he stops, and you can very obviously hear people moving, and you hear Kira swears suddenly, very loudly behind you as she's like run into a board that was sticking out in like a hallway, and she like immediately like, and you hear like everyone stop, like the guards stop, and then they keep on moving. And one more stealth check for everyone.
32.
Jesus Christ. Rogues!
8.
15.
That's why I'm here.
You're good. Generous for the 8. Be happy.
Yeah. Okay. So this last stealth check is more of the same, but this time, for some reason, he stops. And there's no obvious sign of anyone, but he's just listening. I want everyone to roll perception as well for me. He's listening.
21.
16.
10.
Okay. No one seems to hear anything.
Is it safe? I'm just screwing with you.
Was it that mentally or out loud?
Mentally, but loud.
Just making sure we weren't followed. Jesus. I guess, sorry. The key doesn't exist. I'm sorry. And so he's like, okay, this way. And so he leads you, and it's like a, almost like, it's not quite a trap door, but it's a hidden passage that is in like the side of a building. And you don't even recognize this building at all. Like it looks like just like a normal building, like in like a, I wouldn't say suburb, but like a housing district. And he gestures you all inside really quick, and he shuts the door behind you, and he sort of seems very relieved. He's like, "We made it. There's a lot of you. This way." And so he goes down, and you can start
I
hearing.
hope this is the kitchen. I'm hungry.
You start hearing voices now, and then there's warm light ahead, and you go into this room, and it's almost like what?
It's
Not right. No.
You actually died on the way. The curse for stealing from the gods was just death. You just died.
Oh, thanks for the money.
Die. And he gets in, and it's like, it is almost like a normal, like a large house that was turned into almost like a bar. And there's a lot of people around, and they're all talking, and immediately if you come in, everyone stops and like turns and looks at you, like, yeah.
Do I have a pen on me? Can I drop it?
Pen?
Yeah. Hold on.
His other character has a pen. His other character has a cursed pen. It's great.
Wait.
I heard it.
Explain. Oh, I get you now. I was like, what are you doing? I'm very
Doing
confused.
a pun.
He's doing a pun.
Doing a bit.
And like, as someone rushes up to you, is like, what are they doing? Who are they? And they hear the guy go, oh, they were waiting at the drop point. They had the right. They have a note from her, and he shows them the note. He's like, oh, okay, better not have been followed. So he turned and he's like,
following.
not the time to make jokes. Okay. And you turn. He leads you through like building, and in like a side room. You're brought into this room, and there's a woman there who appears to be like late 20s, early 30s, and the guy stops and says, these people were at the drop point, and they said that Norris sent them. And
Nora.
What?
Not Norris. Nora.
That's why I said. I'm gonna go.
I don't think he likes us.
No. And he sort of disappears off, and so the woman sitting there, she looks a bit familiar. Not like you know her, but she has a familiar face. And she's like, she looks you over, and her eyes again land on you. And she's like, you wouldn't happen to be related to Nora, would you? You two look very similar.
Who are you?
I am one of the king's daughter, and I have been trying to free us from him for years now. I'm telling you this now because I don't want you to attack me just because I'm his daughter.
A wise decision.
I thought so. I'll put it like this. I had two brothers. And after the campaign that my father fought, groups of your different tribes started moving back towards us. And my father immediately thought that they were trying to invade or something similar. It turns out they were trying to get work, that type of thing, trying to actually like make coins. Since there was not quite a genocide, but very nearly a genocide, and they're trying to recover. And my brother, who was the heir at the time, decided that he wanted to change things, and for it, my father had him executed. So me and my other brother tried to escape, and he was caught and executed as well. So if Nora sent me to you, she thinks that you can help me. Why are you here?
I look at Morgan.
And she was kind of taken it because it was very sort of personal conversation. She sort of clears her throat. He's like, I'm representing King Theodosian, and we're requesting help in a military campaign in the West. And I was told that your father had made a deal to help us in our time of need. And she sort of goes, well, I'll tell you this. He's probably going to think it's a trap of some sort, and he's probably not going to go with it. He probably asked you to kill some savages. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm planning an assassination of my father.
Oh, good.
He volunteers.
You volunteer. Unfortunately, your sister might be a bit of an issue. So, okay, she kind of like takes you to and says, you should sit down for this. Boy. The reason your sister works for the king is because she has no choice. Because he has your mother in captivity and uses her as a bargaining tool to keep Nora in line. So, your sister will fight, do what the king says, no matter what, to keep your mother safe. So, since you are related, part of the plan is also to rescue your mother, so your sister no longer is no longer forced to work against us openly. If that makes sense. Would you like to join us in this?
Yes.
Okay. Now, here's the second part that we can't just walk in and kill him.
Why not?
So we also can't. It's a very delicate situation. So what happens if a so-called savage murders the king essentially in public? What happens then?
Glory!
What happens is the other 7 cities and this city will rally all their forces. They will march east and they will look for every single savage they can find and murder them again.
Good, let them come. I look forward to decapitating all of them.
So you need someone to take the fall.
No, I have a plan. It's very delicate, and I'm trying. It requires a lot of movement.
We've already got one king on the grill. Why not?
So you might not have heard that the 2 princes were executed because officially they got sick and died of illness.
Well, execution is very sick.
Unofficially, they were executed.
Okay.
And supposedly, I am in the palace right now, also sick and dying of illness.
I meant, to be fair, beheading or whatever is kind of sick, right? It's lead poisoning, very
So,
acute.
My plan is to use my father's own tactics against him, is kill him in private and then release the information that he got the same disease and then died of illness and left me as his only heir. The problem is your sister, because if she thinks that her mother is still in danger, she will fight against us because she doesn't want her mother to be harmed. But also, if we rescue your mother and your sister knows that she is free and does not have to listen she will just straight up murder the king on the spot, and that could make things much worse for your people. So it's a very delicate situation.
Question.
Yes.
Would a fake mustache work?
In what regard?
To hide, because is it okay if the king is murdered as long as it's not by his people?
No, it's
by
okay
the
if we murder the king,
so
as long as no one knows we murdered the king.
Who would we like to frame?
We don't want to frame anyone.
Frame the sickness.
But the point is that he got ill and died of a.
Oh, so we just can't do it publicly.
We can't do it publicly.
Okay.
This could potentially be a very useful situation to do publicly.
No, absolutely not.
What if it's by his own people? Or
We dress up as his guards.
I don't even need
I
to
can
dress
tell
up.
you have not been in this city for very long.
Correct,
The
Amondo.
people here, there has been a movement in this city to make my father one of the 6 gods, this new 7th god. They love him here.
What would you be the god of?
I don't know. It's a movement. They haven't thought that far.
I like
Crap.
So,
I like
like,
Skyrim.
It's a crap.
yeah, it's like yeah, it's kind of like
Talos, yeah.
it's like Talos situations. They would not believe that one of his guard killed him, and even worse, the other cities, they see him as their leader. You see,
So
you see
then
what
how
I'm
would they
doing?
react if he died?
Do we want to be?
They would
involved
look
with
for
anyone?
vengeance if it was done by a so-called savage. They would follow right along
Yeah,
behind, trying to kill as many of them as possible.
Fantastic. Do we need to be in war with anyone?
I mean, rather not.
No,
We're
like
very
some
small.
foreign nation.
We're a very small group.
Are you referring to this kingdom, or you yourself?
Either one. I don't care.
We're not at war right now, technically.
Do we want to be?
Yeah.
With
'Cause-
who?
Anyone. Are we alone other than this one girl?
Yes.
I turn into a half orc. Be like, I can be whoever you feel like.
That might be helpful, but not in that sense. So here's what I'm saying. If you help me with this plan, and she looks at Morgan, I will also tell everyone that my father's dying wish was to fulfill his promise to the King Theodosian, and I will. And as soon as I make that block, I won't even have to tell the other cities. If the other cities hear that my father said to do this, they will rush to obey his last request.
I mean, it seems like a pretty solid plan.
That's where everything sort of falls apart, is we don't have a specific plan. We don't have a plan to where to do this or how to do this yet. We
You're
just
his
know how.
daughter. Do you know where his bed chambers are?
That's the thing. I do know where these things are, but he has, in the last couple of years, he's created a very elite private guard as well. So there would be, there's a lot of parts to this equation that need to be sorted out. And then on top of it, we need to rescue their mother as well, because I'll be honest with you, Nora was my only friend for the last 5 years because we were both kind of just locked away by my father, and I feel like I kind of owe it to her to do that as well. So it's more, and I'm sure you would agree with that. So we need to do that as well, just as a.
Okay.
We can split the party.
I was thinking you go rogue.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, that was the exact same thing I was
so
thinking.
you-
just me.
Disguise
So how about-
yourself as a young teenage girl. Get a job as the handmaiden. Get in the castle.
So she's like, oh wait, hang on. Are you guys going to help? Because I will allow you to help me.
I mean, you got a pretty dope plan. I'm on board.
Okay. So this place is everyone here is loyal to me, and there are places to rest here in the middle of the night. So if you would like to take the night, get something to eat, and then we will convene tomorrow and talk about this further.
Do you have a use for a ship?
Not right now, no. And if I become the queen, I'll have my own navy. So
no.
No.
Okay.
I guess it depends on what type of ship.
Ours.
But we'll talk about it later. Okay, so she has someone lead you out, and they lead you in like individual rooms. It feels like you're in kind of like an inn they took advantage of and just sort of turned into like a headquarters. So you're in individual rooms, and there's food, and then there's a bar, so you guys can do whatever you want for tonight, this night. So yeah, you can do what you want. You just say if you want to sleep, then we'll go the next morning. But
Are you on board with this?
Do you need some sleeping drugs? Or are you going to be able to...
You might be too excited to go to sleep.
I was like, does he need some...
you seem like, this is Morgan, you seem a bit, I don't know, lightheaded? Is that a good way to describe it?
No.
No? Or just clear-minded for the first time in a while?
I'm ready to kill. Did they mention where my mother was being kept?
Oh, they did not, and I think
Intentionally.
I guess what I'll just go ahead and say is that they don't know where she is. That they're trying to find her. That's kind of like the part of the whole thing is need to find her as well.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything you guys wanted to do?
Are you going to be able to sleep tonight?
Maybe.
So they're just like,
I don't know. Here, I hand you a sleeping potion. I'm like, if you need it, take it. If not, they're expensive, so I wouldn't mind having it back.
he's gonna sleep so well tonight.
Okay.
I'm good.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. In that case, I'm actually going to end the session right now, and we'll pick up on this next time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So in that case, anyone who was watching, thanks for watching, and we'll see if we'll continue on a semi-normal schedule from now on, since the holidays and finals are over.
We didn't do any violence that
We
session.
didn't.
Oh, so disappointing.
Did you expect us to do the violence?
What?
Did you expect violence?
Is there a rap problem he can take care of or something?
We'll figure it out next time.
I just need something to smash right now.
Just picks up rats and
We'll
squeezes.
figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.